are things that you don't openly express because everybody has their views on it. But since last night, I felt the need to express this. I am a person, I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, I am a person that believes, that likes spirituality. A lot of people have their negative things to say about spirituality because they think of spirits, they think of rituals, they think of other things, but that is not my spirituality. At least it's a spirituality that I have inside of my heart, within myself. It's in the Bible. There is such thing as biblical spirituality, and a good chapter for that is John. There's so many verses that express spirituality in John. And I will leave one of my favorite ones here on the screen. It's just pretty much goes down to the second commandment, love your neighbor. That's pretty much my spirituality, loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And as I said, it's something that not a lot of people will agree to. There's a lot of people that are very knowledgeable in the Bible. There's a lot of people that know scripture off the top of their head. I don't. I am exactly what you call a baby in this whole Bible. I'm a baby that is learning, but I was always into this whole spirituality and being there for your neighbor, loving my neighbor as I love myself. That's always been my thing. So it's in the Bible. There's such thing as biblical spirituality. So it's not something I practice with incense and chanting, and that's not what I do. It's more of something in me. It really bothers me when people know scripture, when people are very into church, are part of clubs, are part of groups here and there, but I feel like they do it to be noticed. I feel like they do it, oh, that person is so good. Oh, that person helps out a lot. But do they help out people without somebody else seeing? Are they really there for their neighbor with no awe, with no, what's that word? Whatever that word is, because right now I don't have it in my head, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to think of that word. Recognize. That's the word I had in my head. Do you do good without being recognized? Or are you doing good to your neighbor because somebody else sees it? I feel I feel that there's a lot of people I could count. I think my hand is not enough. This is me, my experience. I feel that there's a lot of people that are there for me, that help me. And I really wonder sometimes, are they helping me because I have MS, because I'm disabled, because I'm on a walker, so somebody else could see and recognize what a good person they are to help me? Or are they helping me because it comes from their heart? That is something I have been feeling forever. Forever before MS, but with MS, I notice it more. I feel that people do enough to make it seem like they're doing something, but really, I feel like they're doing nothing. It's just there for people to recognize and say, what a good person. What a terrible daughter. What a terrible person she is to put herself the way she is or whatever. When a person has spirituality in them, it's so easy to tell. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you walk. I always say the way a person walks is so powerful. It says so much about a person, the way they walk around in a room. That's why Eric Small, I go again with Eric. He really just caught my eye from the beginning because I felt that from him. I really felt that not only from him. When I was in that workshop that one time, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I really felt this spirituality from all of the ladies in the room. That is exactly why I felt so much peace and so much tranquility, because I felt that spirituality in them. I felt that peace. I felt that, I don't know, is it something yoga related? I don't know, but I felt it. And it was something so amazing to be in a room with, I could say, like-minded people, because the few ladies that I spoke to, I could tell that it's in there. It's in there. They have that spirituality. As I said, this is not something that you just go out and about and say, oh, I believe in spiritualism. I believe in spirituality. Because a lot of people, like I said, have their own mindset on this whole spirituality. But as I said, go to John, and John has a lot of verses. I always forget my languages between English and Spanish. I would like to say English, Spanish, and French, but the only French words I know are bonjour, monsieur, comment allez-vous? Très bien, très mal. That's pretty much it. If you guys want to know why I learned that little bit of French, I was working at a restaurant. I was a waitress, and there was a really cute French guy that was coming into the restaurant with his smile, so happy. And I said, next time he comes in, I'm going to impress him with a little bit of French. He never came back. But when he came back, he wasn't this smiley, bubbly person anymore. He was serious. Maybe it was because he had just recently came from France, and going from France to America was a big change. I don't know, but he wasn't his happy self anymore. So I was like, oh, forget this. I don't need that. I want somebody with light in them. I want somebody that shines bright, with a simple smile, with a simple gesture, with a simple something. I didn't feel that anymore. So I was like, forget this. I'm not gonna be there to, oh, hi, bonjour, comment allez-vous, you know, learning more French. That's just the story of where I got my French from. That's exactly where I got it from, but everything happens for a reason. God always has the perfect person for us. Thankfully, I have my husband. Yes, We go through problems just like in any relationship, but it's all about working things out, coming to a solution, coming compromise. Compromise is such a big thing. One day you, one day me, and it's all good.